What's up, everybody? My name's Jans, and today we're going to be hopping back into Gods Unchained. And for the first few videos, we're actually just going to be going through all of the starter decks so everybody can get a feel for what each god is like, what their cards are like, and what you can expect their decks to sort of be built around in the future. Now, we are going to be doing this in a very, very organized fashion, left to right, right? Classic, simple, very easy to do. And we are going to be playing in Rank Constructed. I don't know, I started playing and I kept playing in Rank Constructed, so I figured why not? You know, we'll be competitive in this game. So, yeah. The death deck is a Malissus, I don't know how to say her name. Anyways, she is the god for our deck here, and all the cards are going to be focused around sacrificing creatures or whatever it may be. So let's hop right into our matches. Alrighty, here we are in a game one up against New Doug. Awesome. We got a New Doug. And we're actually going to be using the Blood Ritual power for this first game. And we may swap it up on the second game so y'all can actually see which power you may like better. I personally think that the Blood Ritual is the best power for Malissus, but hey, you know, this should be a good time for us to test it out so long as they go a different power. Now, I will say this, I've previously beaten people that went this Soul Steal or Life Steal power while I was going the 3 mana. Yeah, actually this exact combo, except I was going what they're going. Alright, we're gonna save our small bag of tricks. I'm always tempted to play at turn 1, get it going, but you know what, we're just gonna wait for the time being. Then we go turn 2. Turn 3 we may go Skeleton Heavy plus small bag of tricks and then use Blood Ritual on our other Skeleton Heavy. Get in a little bit more damage. They didn't do anything, so go ahead and play a Skeleton Heavy, and we got a Pharaoh's Guard. I don't think the Pharaoh's Guard is all that fantastic, honestly, but you know, it is what it is, and we'll take it. We'll take it regardless. Alright, so we can make our Skeleton Heavy into a 3/2. Then he attacks.
The hour is mine.
Yeah. Well. Okay, now, tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna get down the Viking Bloodlord, and we're gonna take out. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, yes, it does actually. We're gonna take out the Implant. We'd rather them not be able to get back the Wicked Fae if they go to use their power or any of that shenanigans. So keep that in mind when you face off against this Reanimate deck. Which I am actually a huge fan of the Reanimate power. Don't get me wrong. I just think that. In general, the Blood Ritual power is better against a wider variety, so Famished Ghoul.
At last.
Oh, it's a 4, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Dust to Dust destroys all creatures with mana cost 3 or less, so it won't exactly hit it. Tell you what we might do, though. Go ahead and play her. Use our small bag of tricks, and well, both of these two are going to die anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll swing in, gain 3 life, and get the 2 tokens, and then we'll swing in and kill that thing. So we do get to draw into a Raving Necromancer, which is really good, but that's going to do it for this turn, so we'll pass it back over. And one thing that I really like about these matches in Gods Unchained is I've never had a match where I was like, oh, that was too fast, you know? Alright, so they're going to use Reanimate. What do they... No? Maybe they're selecting right now? I'm not quite sure. Like I said, the game's still in beta, so... There is, indeed, they were selecting. This is why we destroyed the Impling earlier instead of destroying the... Well, hell, I guess it's gone. Instead of destroying the little fairy thing, right? Because we didn't want them to be able to sacrifice the Impling and get back the fairy. And, well, I don't think it has the roar effect, does it? No, because roar is when you cast an ability. So, living container is actually really, really good. So what we may do here, I really want to use living container on something like Pharaoh's Guard or even Raving Necromancer. It's really good on. It's pretty good on the 3/5 as well, if I'm being honest. Okay, we have 5 mana. So tell you what I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna summon this Dune Cavalier. Do the -2 on our Fickle Champion. Heal up a little bit, deal a little bit of damage. And yeah, board state. The board state is looking right now. Now, we are up against a Malissus, so things we gotta watch out for. Turn 8 board wipe, right? Aside from that, there's not too many board wipes. There's Dust to Dust, right? And that would hit everything. That would be bad. That would be really bad actually for us if they got a Dust to Dust on us. I want to use Living Container for sure. 3/1, okay. 3/1 for 1 mana is really good. I really enjoyed this card actually that they just played. Not so much in this deck, but I'm not quite sure what's up with the loading for the cards. It's been happening a lot here recently, but that's fun. So I want to get this down, and I want to get this guy down. That should be fun. And then we can actually trade off here, here, and still get in for some damage there. Alright. So again, board state is looking good. We're set up pretty well for a living container, because we can living container. Well, let's see. How many units are we going to have? Living container makes 1, that makes 2. Ooh, so, okay, well, never mind, there goes 1. Did they just get rid of the Raving Necromancer? Okay.
It has never been empty.
2, 4. Okay, we don't have any. We don't have a relic. Not really a relic-y kind of hand. Also, you can tell that they are not playing this starter deck. They are playing their own custom deck because this card is not in the starter deck. Living Container, okay.
The hour
Now,
is mine.
ooh, summon a creature from any void.
Has a name.
That's good, but I think we're gonna want to wait on it, right? There's nothing really too heavy in either of our voids quite yet. Alright, I want to do this on this guy, for sure. And whenever Living Container dies, he'll come back a little bit stronger. I want to... Yeah, I think I would just want to go for the face here. And again, using your Blood Ritual on your Fickle Champion is so good, because it's going to get the health right back after you heal up, and it's going to get the extra damage from the Blood Ritual. So, and then last but not least, the Skeleton. That'll do. Sorry, opponent. I'm having to explain some things here. You know, new people, never seen or played the game. By the way, is my camera covering up the opponent's mana wheel? If it is, I need to lower it.
Now you've got my attention.
There's no good way for me to check this, because I can't record this game as I normally do. I'm having to actually just record straight up my screen. So, what's happening? They didn't get rid of my Fickle Champion, so I'm happy about that. What did they get rid of? My Dune Cavalier. Cavalry. Whatever. Cavalier. Same difference. There's our end toms. Okay, so that's good. I want to get rid of their Vampiric Skull and then possibly summon it back on my side. That would be lovely. So we can -1 on this, make it a 3/3 attack. That's not a bad idea. Alright, so let's go here. That'll give that guy a little bit more, or that girl a little bit more health. Go ahead and sacrifice out our Living Container and get our Viking Bloodguard. Yeah. Trade out one of these 1/1s. That thing is still a 5/6. Well, we can do this and get rid of that. She will still live. and play one of these guys. Awesome. So all in all, okay turn. We dealt with their board state. I don't want to use my end times until, well, obviously I can't use it yet, but I don't want to use it until the time is right. You know, I try to make sure the board sweepers in this game you're using a little bit more sparingly than Magic, right? You don't have 60 cards in the deck, you have 30, and granted you don't have any lands, so it's like having 30 playable cards. It's still, I feel like, a little bit less sweeperish, although there are some really good sweepers in this game. I will say that. And again, I'm just starting out, so you know, there's still a lot of cards left to be discovered, and a lot of cards left to be showcased, and a lot of decks, which is one thing that really excites me. Like finding a card game that runs smoothly. I enjoy playing, and like I can play the same deck in this game so many times over, and that's one thing that I've actually really been enjoying about it. Magic, I just feel like I can't really play the same decks, you know, over and over and over again. It's like I gotta play something new, or it gets a little bit boring to me. But this game, I found myself having a lot of fun with the same old, same old. So let's go and get down to our Raving Necromancer for sure before we start sacrificing our units out here. That way we can at least gain some health back for this Fickle. By the way, it's not Champion, it's Cambion. I'm sorry, I did not realize. So they're going to gain a little bit of health as well. It is what it is, you know? Deal some damage to them. I guess we could have used this, but I kind of want to raise the dead and get back their Vampiric Skull. Or Damaged Ghoul would be kind of good. No. Let's just stick to what we're doing. Stick to the game plan. So lose that, gain 2 more 1/1s. Board state is still full, and one thing that you need to keep in mind with this game is you can only have 6 units down at a time, so you know, try to plan accordingly. That hurt my soul to see. I'm not even gonna lie, you know, in the slightest. So
the hour is
that's pretty good. That's good. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we actually didn't get to heal any because we haven't taken any damage. Right. Well, it's not as good then, huh? Alright, so tell you what we are gonna do. I think I'd rather keep the Fickle Champion alive, honestly. Swing in right like so.
Rest in pieces.
Swing in there. They are down to 10 health, which means not next turn, but the turn after that is lethal. We're also 1 turn away from using an end times, which is a nice board wipe effect. 2/5 with double strike. Twin strike, actually, I believe is what it's called in this game.
At last.
What is it, a 5 mana? 4 mana. Okay, so that won't work. We can -3 on him. Oh, it only does 2 damage, actually. So if we -3 here, hit there, swing there, I think that's our play. Still want to do a decent amount of damage to them. I don't want my my Fickle Cambion to die, though. So. And then, yeah, we'll just get down another unit. Now, they are looking at lethal as far as our board side goes, so that's pretty good. I'm not sure how many games of this I'm going to be playing in each video. We'll have to see, because like I said, these games do, on average, go a little bit longer than Magic videos, or Magic matches go. Unless, of course, you're playing best of 3, and then, you know, it's like playing 3 matches, so is it really fair? Sometimes 2. I suppose. Anyways, New Doug, what do you got for me? Down to 7 life. They haven't exactly played this, well, they're also using a custom deck, and that, oh, okay, they just conceded. They didn't have anything, to rebuttal with. Awesome. So, moving on up towards level 24, getting some raffle tokens. By the way, if you're interested in getting this game, be sure to use my my beta key down below. I'll be sure to keep leaving it in the game so long as it is in beta, so any newcomers are welcome to use it. So that was an interesting game 1. We're moving up towards Purified Iron. I was actually already in Purified Iron and 1 match away from the M thing, the Meteorite, but I lost one, so. We're going to go and hop into another match, though, so yeah. Alrighty. Untouched Riches, gonna be our next foe. Do we stick with Blood Ritual? I really enjoyed it, I gotta say, and after seeing that last guy or girl lose so badly with Reanimate, yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it. Not a huge fan of Raise Dead. It's just not. It's not always good, you know. You don't always have a big creature to bring back. You don't always have something. Oh, they're ranked priest. Oh, level 176. I'm level 23. Ooh. We might have a little bit of trouble here. Let's just go ahead and get rid of the Dark Maniac. I'm not a huge fan of those, if I'm being honest. Then turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. We actually have a pretty good curve out here of cards, so maybe we'll be alright. I'm a little bit worried though, I gotta be honest.
My turn.
They're just sort of chilling there. Not doing too much though, right? Turn 2, no play. It's not too uncommon. And a relic. What does it do? Then you turn summon a 1/1 with frontline at the start of your opponent's turn. Heal all friendly characters for 1 and lose 1 durability. Summon a 1/1. Okay. Alright, so we can actually take that out easily and get down to Viking Bloodguard, so that's nice. Now what to do next? It's either play the Pharaoh's Guard, right? And get a 5/2 down. It's not the world's worst, honestly, if that's all they do with their turn. I'm sure it won't be all they do with their turn, but you know. You never know. And a 1/2. The good old 1/2. 1/2 punch. So I could go here, Living Container there. Still have 2 mana left over, minus there, swing in. That doesn't sound too bad. Okay, so kill that. Living Container on this. Get our 2 1/1s down. Do I go Raving Necromancer, or do I just minus this on him and swing in? Honestly, I think a Raving Necromancer is fine just as is. If they go directly for him, fine, it's going to take both of their creatures. If not, we're going to get a little bit of value, so hopefully we can get that. Amplification Machine. Ability, add a random creature with a roar to your hand. Well then, isn't that just dandy? And they actually just went straight for my face. Didn't even bat an eye at that. So
The void is not empty. It has never been empty.
Is this only creature? Yeah, summon a creature. Okay, so I actually don't have any creatures that I'm interested in, and I don't have any creatures that I'm interested in. So I believe we go here. That'll bring back our 2/2, which will be a 4/4. Nice. We can go here. I'm thinking about whether or not to use my large bag of tricks. But I guess we still have 2 more times with it, right? So might as well use it.
I don't have enough mana.
We use it here. Swing there. Swing there. Swing there. There we go.
Maybe not.
Right. I believe that is everything we wanted to do. Kind of a rush turn, but we got through it. I think it's 14 health. Do I worry about it? I mean, yeah, it's gonna give them creature like every turn, huh? I guess I should take it out. Maybe I should have went for that instead of going for the face on them, honestly. How much damage do I have, though? I have 12, 14, 15. I have 15 damage on the board. Ooh, that thing got some damage to it now. It's a 216. That means it's going to be able to remove a whole lot of creatures. Well, that's not good. Certainly not where you want to be
The
at.
hour is
End
nearing.
times. That is fantastic, though. That is fantastic. Summon a creature from any void.
Death has a name.
Yeah,
Speak
there's just not anything I really want from the voids right now, you know? Alright, so what we're gonna do. Definitely gonna kill the Traveling Bard, right? That's just that. Now this guy is gonna die to this thing anyways if it goes to attack, and I do want to attack. You can attack. It's down to a 7. That puts it down to 6, which is killable next turn. Alright. Good enough for me. Whole lot of work, but so to be realistic, I don't think end times is gonna be happening too soon, so we should still be worried about the board state. You don't want to be so focused on trying to take your opponent down from 30 health that you don't take out their board state, right? Because then they're just going to amass creatures, and better creatures than what you have take yours out. Now there are, excuse me, there are some gods and some strategies that I'm sure will focus on, you know, rushing your opponent's face, but ooh, Patience Priestess is a really good card. So that cost of all enchanted weapons and runes in your hand to 1. Well then, that's pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. Also makes it impossible to kill the 2/6, right? Alright, so let's just get down our Fickle Cambion. I do think we still -1 on here so we can gain the health. At least put her up a little bit. I do think we gotta focus on this this priestess. The priestess can just get so out of hand. Almost tempted to, you know, point. Yeah, I think it's actually worth it. You gotta remember, if we get to end times, which we're getting closer, what units we have on the board won't really matter. It's more of like what we've done. Sanctuary. Goodness gracious. Okay. Another little fairy. What are these actually? Are they fairies? Wicked Fae. Might as well be a fairy, right? Okay, so they reduce the damage there. It's not the world's worst thing, though, honestly.
My turn.
So yeah, I think we just go here, here, and maybe play this guy. Probably could have saved him, actually, huh? But we still have, what, three more turns? 2 more after our next one until we get end times, which, boy, oh boy, I'm looking forward to. They got some crazy cards coming down here. I guess that's the beauty of this one, huh? Add a random creature with a roar to your hand just every single turn. That's actually awesome. Awesome.
Let's make them
destroy
suffer.
all creatures with 3 mana or less. 3, 4. So no, that's a 2. That's a 3. Okay, so the only one with 4 is this 2/5, huh? Not too huge of a fan of getting rid of my Fickle either. So we will kill that. Honest sacrifice. I'm so tempted to use Dust to Dust, right? I think I will. Sure, we get rid of our Fickle, but we're wiping a lot of good things off for them as well. And then hopefully they replenish their board with all those roar creatures that they've gotten, right? And then we can just end times all of them. Backline, Leech, Roar, and ability deal 1 damage to all creatures. Goodness gracious.
My turn.
We got another copy of End Times, which we actually can't use until next
The
turn.
void is not empty. It has never been empty.
We could get a portable fortress from them back. Right? We could get an amplification machine as well, but what's the chances that it survives? That's the real question, huh? Yeah, I think that's worth it. Let's get back their sanctuary, the portable fortress, whatever you want to call it. Stalls me out a turn. We don't want to minus it, actually. And yeah, next turn we can just End Times, wipe the board, have a big old creature down. Well, medium-sized creature, since we're using it mostly as a board wipe instead of breaking a tie, right? Alright. Alright. Not quite sure why they would do that.
Let's make them suffer.
Ooh, Ward is really, really bad for us. It's going to protect it from the End Times. Well, I still think we go for it. You know?
That's enough for now.
Alright, so they have a protected 6/2. So, yeah, what's the worst that could happen? That's fine. We got another End Times. Little do they know. Add an admin to your hand whenever you play an anem. Add a random anem. I don't even know what an anem is. The hell is an anem?
The hour is mine.
This guy's so high a level, he's playing shit I've never even heard of. Do we End Times our... Well, we have to attack, right? Let's go there. Let's go here. Here. We're actually gonna hold off on. Really? You bring back a 1/1? A useless 1/1. Vampiric Skull? We're gonna have a little chat after this game. You're embarrassing me. Ocular Fiend. That's really scary. Roar. Add 2 runes to your hand for each rune in your hand. Okay. Oh, no, okay. Deal 1 damage to random enemy creature and give Ocular Fiend +1/+1. Again, I don't even know what runes are. Anems, runes, what is this mad language you're speaking?
My turn.
Alright, so we just want to deal as much damage as possible to their faces, and then we can, a whole bunch of stuff just happened, and I'm not real sure about it, but I'm down to 6 health. Alright. Go! Board wipe. Let's hope they don't have a very good response to that. Because, you know, I can always heal myself up come next turn. I could have healed myself up that turn if I didn't board wipe. 3/7. Backline at the end of your turn, summon a random creature from your void. 1/1. Well, that's fantastic. That is just dandy. Alright, so we're definitely gonna... Ooh. Yeah, okay. This is happening. It is what it is. Okay. I'll make the rules I just played by. There's a whole lot of life for us. And you know what?
The dead hunger.
I actually like that creature so much that you just had. I want it myself. You got some really cool cards in here. Where is it? What happened to that, This one, the Gatekeeper. Wow, look at that card. So awesome. So cool.
Now
Don't mind if I do. Alright. Now we'll pass it back to their turn. What do we get back? 2/1. Not fantastic, but you know. Could be worse. And I get down to 2/4. Roar, reduce the cost of all cards in your hand that did not start in your deck by 1. Wow. It's a whole level to this that I'm just nowhere near, right? Oh, making my big old skull weaker. Dang, 2/2 with protected. Protected anem. Okay, so there we go. There's the anems. Apparently it's just like a little creature. Cool. So is it my turn now? You're out of mana, you can't attack. Can I has the turn? Okay, so what do we want to do here? We can deal 7, 10, 12 to their faces. Not bad. Would I rather deal 12 or get rid of some creatures? That's the real question. I want to get rid of that protected 2/2. You never know when protection's gonna really screw you over, you know what I mean?
The hour
Ooh, Vampiric Skull. That's really good. We're gonna go ahead and lead with that, actually. I want to see what we get back. 1/1. Damn it, why do I have hope? I'm thinking 3 to the 1/1. I don't really want to do this, but at the same time, what are my options, you know? I guess I could do this to the face, but then that leaves 2 damage coming here after it's already taken 1. Potentially 2 more, 4 damage after 1's 5. I mean, it can live, right? All right, so we'll go for the face pounder play, right? Yeah. And then I want to get rid of the protection. Sure, it kills my skeleton, but
that's enough.
So is life. Okay. And we get a skeleton right back. So a net loss of 0 as far as the skeleton goes. All right, Untouched Riches, down to 12 life. We're doing okay. I just can't help feeling like they're gonna pull out some super awesome, amazing card and it's gonna like board wipe me and all this stuff all at once, right? I'm so genuinely terrified of being this far ahead and actually keeping this lead, right? Because if I lose this lead, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Chance, what's going on?" But again, this person's level 176, so their card library is probably far greater than mine. Alright, they're thinking. I'm thinking. It's a big old thinking party. What's going on here? They're not gonna let their turn run out. They're level 176. They're a priest, for crying out loud. You know? They're gonna play something, I'm sure of it. They just get up and walk away. They said, "I've had enough."
Let's make them suffer.
So we win, yeah? So we win, yeah? Level 176, so many cool cards, and yeah, we still managed to bring it out with the Death deck. Like I said, Blood Ritual it's crazy. It's crazy good. The starter Death deck is honestly so good. That's one thing that I actually really enjoy about this game is the starter decks are worthwhile. You know, they're actually good. You actually want to play them somewhat more than just going and building your own random decks because you don't get these starter deck cards automatically like you do in Magic, right? You gotta work for them. You gotta earn them. You gotta find them. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed. This has been honestly awesome. I've been enjoying playing this game, and I'm happy that I'm able to finally make content for it. So, hope you guys and girls are as well, and be sure to let me know down below. Yeah, I think that's it. I think this is the part where I say peace. So, peace.